Okay, I think I got it figured out here. I do not want to be using any more than I have to, even though there was originally supposed to be 100 feet on this roll. And now it looks to me, if I'm reading my diagrams correctly, T goes up to this line right here, and S goes up to this one over here. I know you probably couldn't see that from way back there, but we'll move in. Now, about the steady rest. One of the viewers made the suggestion that an artist uses a stick to help steady his hand. And I kind of had a faint recollection of seeing something like that in a photograph years and years ago. Anyway, I Googled it. I Googled artist steady rest, and sure enough, I think it's called a maul or something. M-A-U-L-E or something. I'm not sure. I can't remember anymore. Anyway, yeah, they do, and it gave me an idea. You know, naturally, I wouldn't have it running this way, the stick running this way, and then you would rest it up against something, you know, and then you would rest your hand against it. But I was thinking, well, how about something like something horizontal that could be adjusted up and down on sort of like a rack, and then I would rest my hand on it. I want to be able to rest my hand down like this. So that's why I was thinking of something like this, only bigger and adjustable, but then it's going to be in the way, because quite often I like to have the camera right here where my hand is, and just looking in like this. Well, something big like that's going to be in the way. Anyway, let's readjust here and see if we can cut a piece of line the right length and tie a little knot on it. And anyway. Now, you'll remember yesterday I was talking about how I would have preferred to have had a little hole in the center of that insulator. If you'll notice from the photograph that the line comes out of the center of this insulator, this round thing. And I was just wondering, I wonder how hard I've glued that in there. You know, sometimes when I glue something in, it has almost become part of whatever I glued it to, especially if I used extra thin. But in this case, I was noticing yesterday, when I was moving it around like this, it seems like it might easily be just sort of broken loose, so to speak. And if I try to break it loose, it appears to be fastened more down at the bottom than it is on the top or sides, and it appears that it's not fastened to these pipes that are going up the side, so I wouldn't be damaging them. And I'm just debating right now, should I just try and snap it off, so to speak? I sure hope this is not going to be a mistake. It's basically only holding on from the bottom there, I think. Now, is it going to snap off in the wrong place, or is it going to let go? I'm bending that pipe. Maybe I should be using something different to wedge in behind there. No, it's even worse. Let's see, can I get this down in there now? Going through and I'm prying the ladder off, bending the ladder on the other side. That's not good. It seems to be really fastened onto something there, like, what is it fastened onto there? And another question, what is this? Yeah, piece of easy line. I'm probably going to be finding pieces of easy line all over the place here. Well, I'll get it after. At least I know now what it is. It didn't break. Okay, let's try and drill a little hole right in the center of that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to video doing it, but I'm going to try. You know, I'm just wondering if maybe I would be smart to take my shop microscope and off camera, because I know you're sick of seeing that microscope, off camera try and make a little hole with a pin right in the center there, because I'm afraid this could kind of wander, you know, like as soon as I don't know, what do you think? Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it off camera. I'm going to try and keep this short. In yesterday's video I had mentioned how I was going to tell you a trick I use when I'm taking a picture of animals. That would be like a cat or something like that. But we have a rabbit here. You'll notice this photo, it just looks a little bit off. It just doesn't, it's a little bit soft, you might say. And the reason being is the eye is out of focus. Now in the remaining 4 pictures, and each one is a little bit different, they're all different photos, the eye is in focus and your brain tells you that the whole thing is in focus because you automatically look at the eye. And if it's sharp, like I say, your brain tells you the whole thing is sharp. Okay, here's another little trick I use. On this camera, and usually cameras like this, what you can do is you can set it so that it focuses on a wide area or a medium area or a spot. I always have mine set on a spot, and that's how I can focus right on the eye. Now, when you focus on the eye, maybe your rabbit is not perfectly composed in the scene. So what I do is I will focus, and then the camera will beep. Now I know it's in focus. I'll move it over slightly and take the picture. I'll move in a little closer, maybe you can hear it better. Okay, see what I did? Just make a slight adjustment after you focused. You can't take, after it beeps, you don't want to take your finger off the shutter. I'm sure you know this, or you're going to lose that focus. And then you're going to have to focus again. And then you move it, take your picture. Yeah, now I know you can adjust the spot around on the viewfinder, but I find it's a lot easier to just leave it in the dead center, because by the time you get your spot adjusted around in the right place, your animal is gone and your picture's gone. And as far as taking pictures of birds go, that's almost impossible. We'll talk about that maybe sometime. No, just one more thing here. The thought had been that maybe what I was doing when I was zooming in on the rabbit's eye, I was optically zooming in. Nope, I was zooming in on the same photo. I just kept enlarging it until it finally, got to the place where it was getting very pixelated, and I quit. Anyway, that's what that was all about. Same picture. I just wanted to impress upon you how sharp the picture was. At least the eye. When we're zoomed in on the rabbit's eye like this, we're actually seeing a mirror image of what the rabbit saw. If we want to see it the way the rabbit saw it, we got to flip it around. Now if we want to see it the way my fisheye lens saw it from the exact same location, well, here it is. And I'll just sort of toggle back and forth between the two, and you should be able to see it's pretty much the same. Only, of course, the fisheye lens is a lot sharper. Now I know that some very observant viewer is going to notice that I did not compose the rabbit after the eye was in focus. The eye is always dead center. I did not swing to the left a little bit. No, but if I swung to the left a little bit, the carrots would not have been in it. Now that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, here we go. 204-589-2037. Hi, is Carrie there?
Yes, can you hold, please?
Sure.
Hello, it's Carrie.
Hi, Carrie. Ron Calverley here.
Hi, Ron. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm almost done.
You keeping well?
I'm keeping well, and I'm almost done the Bismarck.
Excellent.
Yeah, I've done the railing, and I'm just working on the rigging now. I'm figuring I'm going to be starting building a case in about 2 weeks, but that's not why I'm calling. The reason I'm calling is yesterday I googled Trumpeter the hood 200 scale Canada, and what happened was a website came up, and it turns out it's a guy here in Winnipeg, down in St. Vital, and so I googled his website, and he had a picture there of the Trumpeter hood, the very one I want.
Oh, fabulous.
So, yeah, except that he's out of stock, and so I was emailing him yesterday, and I was thinking, I would sooner get it from you guys for old time's sake.
Well, you know what? I'm going to call my supplier right now. I just actually talked to him about some other stuff, because I'm actually doing an order to him tomorrow.
All right, well, listen.
Give me your phone number, Ron, because I'll be able to call you back in like 5 minutes and let you know what's what.
Okay, 204.
Boy, the hood would be fabulous.
Yeah, but I want the 200 scale, not the 350.
Oh, no, you want the big one.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So here's the deal. His price after discount is $400 or pennies less.
Okay.
And I would, I don't expect you to beat it, but if you could.
We can usually be about the same.
Yeah.
Let me call Rick, and I'll call you back within 5 or 10 minutes.
Okay.
Thank you, Ron.
Well, thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, Carrie did phone us back. And yeah, they can get it here in Canada. And probably it'll be in his shop around the middle of June, all being well. Now, mind you, at the rate I'm getting this rigging done, maybe I won't be starting the case in a couple of weeks anyway, so maybe there's not a huge rush on it. But I am so excited. Anyway, thanks for watching, and all being well, we'll see you tomorrow, and I will try and get some more rigging done.